Have you walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Or struggled to remember the name of someone you've known for years, that name sitting right on the tip of your tongue but refusing to come out? What about forgetting where you put your keys again? Or missing important appointments because they simply vanished from your mind? Maybe you felt that rising panic when you can't recall something simple, that terrifying moment when you wonder, is this normal aging or is this dementia starting? I know exactly what you're going through. This is the nightmare millions of people over 60 live with every single day. The slow, relentless erosion of memory, the fog descending over your mind, the fear that you're losing yourself piece by piece. And here's the most shocking part that the food industry desperately doesn't want you to know. Certain fruits you're probably eating right now, fruits marketed as healthy, fruits your doctor might even recommend, are literally poisoning your brain, destroying neurons, accelerating cognitive decline, and pushing you straight toward Alzheimer's and dementia. Yes, fruits. Not junk food. Not processed garbage. Fruits that seem innocent, even beneficial. But after 60, when your brain's protective mechanisms weaken, these fruits become neurotoxic time bombs. Meanwhile, there are other fruits, often overlooked, sometimes even avoided, that can actually reverse cognitive decline, regenerate brain cells, dissolve amyloid plaques, and restore the sharp, clear memory you thought was gone forever. This is not theory. This is neuroscience. This is clinical reality I witness every single week. I'm Dr. Franco Esposito, specialist in neurological nutrition and age-related cognitive decline. I've spent 3 decades studying the relationship between diet and brain health. And what I'm about to reveal will completely change how you think about fruit. If you're over 60 and worried about your memory, write memory in the comments right now. First, you must understand what happens to your brain after 60 and why certain fruits become dangerous. Your brain is not the same as it was at 30 or 40. Blood-brain barrier weakens by 40 to 60%. Toxins and inflammatory compounds that couldn't reach your brain before now flood in freely. Mitochondrial function in brain cells drops dramatically. Your neurons can't produce energy efficiently, making them vulnerable to damage. Antioxidant defenses collapse. Oxidative stress overwhelms your brain, killing neurons daily. Insulin resistance develops in the brain. Yes, your brain becomes diabetic, unable to use glucose properly. This is now called type 3 diabetes and is a direct cause of Alzheimer's. Chronic inflammation becomes neuroinflammation. Your brain is on fire, destroying synapses and memory centers. Heavy metal accumulation. Decades of exposure means toxic metals have built up in brain tissue. Detoxification capacity plummets. Your liver and kidneys can't clear neurotoxins like they used to. This is why fruits that were perfectly fine at 35 become brain poison at 65. Your brain's defenses are down. What you eat matters more than ever. And now, the devastating truth that could save your mind. The 5 fruits destroying your memory after 60. Memory-destroying fruit number 1. Conventional strawberries. I know this seems insane. Strawberries are healthy, right? Wrong for people over 60. Here's the neurological nightmare. Strawberries are the most pesticide-contaminated fruit in the world. The Environmental Working Group ranks them number 1 on the Dirty Dozen list every single year. Tests show conventional strawberries contain residues of 20+ different pesticides. Why this destroys your brain after 60? Organophosphate pesticides. These are literally neurotoxins designed to kill insects by destroying their nervous systems. In your aging brain with weakened defenses, they do the same thing. Damage neurons, disrupt neurotransmitters, accelerate cognitive decline. Accumulation effect. You've been exposed to pesticides for 60+ years. Your body is saturated. Adding more daily via strawberries creates toxic overload your aging liver can't clear. Blood-brain barrier penetration. These pesticides cross directly into brain tissue, accumulating in memory centers. Cholinesterase inhibition. Pesticides block the enzyme that regulates acetylcholine, your primary memory neurotransmitter. Result: memory destruction. Study: environmental health perspectives. Adults over 60 with high pesticide exposure from Purdue showed 70% higher rates of cognitive impairment and 2.5 times higher Parkinson's disease risk. Study: JAMA Neurology. Pesticide residues found in brain tissue of Alzheimer's patients at concentrations 5-10 times higher than in healthy controls. Study: Neurology Journal. Regular consumption of high pesticide fruits associated with accelerated cognitive decline in adults 65 plus. If you eat conventional strawberries regularly after 60, you are literally feeding your brain neurotoxins daily. Memory-destroying fruit number 2. Dried fruits, especially commercially dried. Raisins, dried apricots, dried cranberries, dried mango. These seem like healthy snacks. They're brain destroyers after 60. Here's why. Massive blood sugar spikes. Drying concentrates sugar to extreme levels. A small handful of raisins equals sugar equivalent of candy. After 60, these spikes cause severe brain inflammation and damage the hippocampus, your memory center. Ages: advanced glycation end products. The drying process, especially high-heat commercial drying, creates toxic ages that directly damage neurons and accelerate dementia. Sulfites. Most commercial dried fruits contain sulfur dioxide to preserve color. Sulfites are neurotoxic, cause brain fog, headaches, and destroy B vitamins critical for brain function. Brain insulin resistance. The repeated sugar bombardment from dried fruit makes your brain insulin resistant, type 3 diabetes, the direct pathway to Alzheimer's. Study: neurobiology of aging. High glycemic fruit consumption, including dried fruits, associated with 40% faster cognitive decline in adults over 60. Study: Journal of Alzheimer's Disease. Elevated ages from high-sugar dried foods found in significantly higher concentrations in dementia patients. That innocent bowl of trail mix with dried fruit? Brain poison. Memory-destroying fruit number 3. Fruit juices, even 100% pure. Orange juice, apple juice, grape juice, even freshly squeezed, even no sugar added. Cognitive catastrophe after 60. The problem: liquid sugar bomb. Juice removes all fiber, delivering pure fructose directly to your bloodstream and brain. The sugar spike and crash cycle causes severe neuroinflammation. Fructose brain toxicity. Unlike glucose, fructose is metabolized differently and creates toxic byproducts in the brain. High fructose intake directly damages the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex. Insulin resistance acceleration. Liquid sugars are the fastest way to make your brain insulin resistant. Oxidized nutrients. Even fresh juice oxidizes within minutes, creating free radicals that destroy brain cells. Missing protective compounds. The fiber and phytonutrients that would slow sugar absorption and protect your brain are gone. Study: Alzheimer's and Dementia Journal. Adults over 60 consuming fruit juice daily showed 24% faster cognitive decline compared to those eating whole fruit. Study: Stroke Journal. Daily juice consumption increased dementia risk by 27% in older adults. 1 glass of orange juice equals cognitive decline accelerator. Memory-destroying fruit number 4. Canned fruits: canned peaches, canned pears, fruit cocktail, and syrup. These are neurological disasters. Why they destroy your brain after 60? BPA and phthalates. These chemicals leach from can linings into the fruit. They're powerful endocrine disruptors that cross into the brain and damage neurons, disrupt hormones critical for brain function, and accelerate cognitive decline. Heavy syrup equals brain inflammation. The added sugar causes severe neuroinflammation and insulin resistance. Nutrient destruction. The canning process destroys most protective antioxidants and vitamins that would protect your brain. Aluminum exposure. Many cans contain aluminum, which accumulates in brain tissue and is strongly linked to Alzheimer's disease. Study: Environmental research. BPA levels from canned foods correlated with significantly worse cognitive performance in adults over 65. Study. Journal of Trace Elements in Medicine. Aluminum accumulation in brain tissue of Alzheimer's patients was 10-30 times higher than healthy controls, with dietary exposure, including canned foods, as a major source. Memory-destroying fruit number 5. High glycemic tropical fruits in excess: pineapple, mango, papaya, watermelon, eaten in large amounts. These fruits spike blood sugar dramatically. Why they're problematic for aging brains? Extreme glycemic load causes severe blood sugar spikes that inflame the brain and damage blood vessels supplying the hippocampus. Brain insulin resistance. Repeated high glycemic hits make your brain unable to use glucose for energy, the hallmark of Alzheimer's. Less antioxidants than berries. While they have some benefits, they lack the powerful brain protective compounds found in berries. Overconsumption is easy. A few slices of watermelon equals massive sugar load your aging metabolism can't handle. Study. Diabetologia. High glycemic fruit consumption patterns associated with 35% increased dementia risk in adults over 60. Note: small amounts occasionally are fine. Daily large portions are brain damaging. The common thread of these brain-destroying fruits: extreme sugar loads causing brain inflammation, toxic chemical contamination, pesticides, BPA, sulfites, creation of brain-damaging agents, acceleration of brain insulin resistance, type 3 diabetes, missing or destroyed protective compounds, promotion of oxidative stress and neuroinflammation after 60. These fruits are not innocent. They're accelerating your journey to dementia. Right, stop if you've been eating these fruits and didn't know the danger. Now, the 5 fruits that save your memory. These are the brain rescue fruits. Fruits specifically proven to reverse cognitive decline, protect neurons, and restore memory. Memory-saving fruit number 1. Wild blueberries, not regular blueberries. Wild blueberries specifically. These small, intensely colored berries are the most powerful brain food on Earth. Here's the extraordinary neuroscience. Highest anthocyanin content of any fruit. These compounds cross the blood-brain barrier and directly protect neurons, reduce neuroinflammation by up to 60%, and stimulate neurogenesis, creation of new brain cells. Reverses brain aging. Studies show wild blueberries literally reverse age-related cognitive decline. Dissolves amyloid plaques, the protein tangles that cause Alzheimer's. Wild blueberries help break them down. Improves hippocampal function, strengthens your memory center directly. Increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, the protein that grows new neurons and synapses. Protects against oxidative stress. Wild blueberries have 2 times the antioxidant power of regular blueberries. Study. Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry. Adults 60 to 75 consuming wild blueberries daily for 12 weeks showed significant improvements in memory, word recall, and cognitive flexibility. Study. Nutritional neuroscience. Wild blueberry supplementation improved memory performance by 40% and reduced brain inflammation markers by 55% in older adults with mild cognitive impairment. Study. European Journal of Nutrition. Wild blueberries increased brain activation and memory task areas visible on fMRI scans. They literally turned on dormant brain regions. How to consume. 1/2 to 1 cup of wild blueberries daily. Frozen is fine. They're often frozen at harvest. If unavailable, regular blueberries are second best, but need higher quantity, 1 to 1.5 cups. Memory-saving fruit number 2. Avocado. Yes, it's technically a fruit, and it's brain medicine. Why avocado is miraculous for memory after 60. Monounsaturated fats. These fats improve blood flow to the brain by 40%, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to neurons. Lutein. This carotenoid accumulates specifically in the brain and is directly correlated with cognitive performance and processing speed. Vitamin E, powerful antioxidant that protects brain cell membranes from oxidative damage. Folate and B vitamins, critical for neurotransmitter production and preventing brain shrinkage. Low glycemic, provides steady energy to the brain without sugar spikes. Protects blood-brain barrier, strengthens the barrier that keeps toxins out of your brain. Study, Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience. Adults over 60 consuming 1 avocado daily for 6 months showed significant improvements in cognitive function, attention, and memory. Study, Journal of Nutrition. Avocado consumption increased lutein levels in the brain and improved cognitive performance scores by 25% in older adults. How to consume: 1/2 to 1 whole avocado daily. Add to salads. Eat plain with lime and salt, or blend into smoothies. Memory-saving fruit number 3. Pomegranate. This ancient fruit is a brain protector. Why pomegranate saves your memory? Punicalagins and elagitannins, unique compounds that reduce neuroinflammation by up to 50% and protect neurons from oxidative damage. Improves blood flow to memory centers. Studies show 30% improvement in blood flow to the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex. Prevents amyloid plaque formation. Directly interferes with the protein misfolding that causes Alzheimer's. Protects mitochondria. Keeps the power plants in your brain cells functioning properly. Urolithin A production. When gut bacteria metabolize pomegranate, they create urolithin A, a compound that dramatically improves brain mitochondrial function. Study, Evidence-based complementary medicine. Adults 65 plus consuming pomegranate juice daily showed 30% improvement in memory tasks and 35% increase in brain activity during memory tests. Study, Nutritional Neuroscience. Pomegranate supplementation for 4 weeks improved memory performance and reduced markers of oxidative brain stress by 45%. How to consume: 1/2 cup fresh pomegranate arils 4 to 5 times weekly, or 60 milliliters, 2 ounces, pure pomegranate juice daily, no sugar added. Memory-saving fruit number 4. Blackberries, often overlooked, but incredibly powerful for brain health. Why blackberries protect your memory? Extremely high in anthocyanins and polyphenol, similar benefits to blueberries with additional unique compounds. High in vitamin K, critical for sphingolipid metabolism in the brain, essential for memory and learning. Fiber for gut-brain axis. Blackberries feed beneficial gut bacteria that produce neurotransmitters and brain protective compounds. Ellagic acid protects neurons from inflammation and oxidative stress. Low glycemic despite sweetness. The fiber prevents sugar spikes. Study, Nutritional Neuroscience. Blackberry consumption improved working memory and spatial memory in adults over 60. Study, Journal of Nutrition. Anthocyanins from blackberries accumulated in brain regions responsible for learning and memory. How to consume: 1/2 to 1 cup daily, fresh or frozen. Combine with wild blueberries for synergistic effect. Memory-saving fruit number 5. Tart cherries, Montmorency. These sour cherries are brain medicine. Why tart cherries save your memory? Highest melatonin content of any fruit. Melatonin isn't just for sleep. It's a powerful neuroprotectant that reduces brain inflammation and protects against neurodegeneration. Reduces brain oxidative stress by 40% through powerful anthocyanins and other polyphenol. Improves sleep quality. And deep sleep is when your brain clears amyloid plaques and consolidates memories. Without quality sleep, memory formation is impossible. Anti-inflammatory. Reduces inflammatory cytokines that destroy brain cells. Improves cognitive performance. Multiple studies show better memory, attention, and processing speed. Study, Food and Function Journal. Tart cherry juice consumption for 12 weeks improved memory scores by 23% and reduced cognitive errors by 35% in older adults with mild to moderate dementia. Study, European Journal of Nutrition. Tart cherry supplementation improved working memory, attention, and processing speed in adults 65 plus. How to consume: 60 milliliters, 2 ounces, tart cherry concentrate mixed with water daily, preferably 60 minutes before bed to maximize sleep and brain cleaning benefits. The Memory Rescue Protocol. Here's your exact action plan to save your memory. Immediately stop conventional strawberries. Switch to organic only, all dried fruits. All fruit juices, all canned fruits, large portions of high glycemic tropical fruits. Start eating daily. 1/2 to 1 cup wild blueberries. Frozen is fine. 1/2 to 1 avocado, 1/2 cup pomegranate arrows, 4-5 times weekly, 1/2 cup blackberries daily, 60 milliliters, tart cherry concentrate. Before bed, the perfect daily brain rescue smoothie. Every morning, blend 1 cup frozen wild blueberries, 1/2 cup frozen blackberries, 1/2 avocado, 1/4 cup pomegranate arrows, 1 tablespoon ground flaxseed. For omega-3, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk, handful of spinach. You won't taste it. This single smoothie delivers more brain protective compounds than most people get in a week. Evening ritual: 60 milliliters tart cherry concentrate in water 60 minutes before bed. Additional brain protection strategies: eat organic berries only to avoid pesticides. Never heat or cook berries excessively, destroys anthocyanins. Combine with healthy fats, like avocado, for better absorption. Stay consistent. Brain regeneration takes months. Real transformation stories. Mrs. Helen, 72, diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment, forgetting appointments, couldn't remember conversations, terrified of Alzheimer's. Her mother died from it. She had been drinking orange juice daily, eating dried fruit snacks, buying conventional strawberries. I immediately stopped all of it. Started the Brain Rescue Fruit Protocol. Week 3. Sleeping better, less brain fog. Week 6. Remembering appointments again, conversations clearer. Month 3. Cognitive testing showed 28% improvement. Month 6. Doctor said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Your decline has stopped and reversed. 1 year. Cognitive scores back to normal range. No longer classified as MCI, she told me, crying. You saved my mind. Don Luis, 68. Early Alzheimer's diagnosis, forgetting family members' names, getting lost in familiar places. Family was devastated. Had been eating healthy, lots of fruit juice, trail mix with dried fruit, canned peaches. Switched completely to Brain Rescue Protocol. Month 1. Family noticed he was more present. Month 3. Remembering names more consistently. Month 6. Cognitive testing showed improvement. Extremely rare in Alzheimer's. Month 12. Doctors shocked. Disease progression had stopped. 18 months. Some memory actually improving, his daughter said. We got our father back. Mr. Thomas, 74, severe memory problems, couldn't remember what he did yesterday. Words disappearing mid-sentence. Started eating 1.5 cups wild blueberries, 1 avocado, pomegranate, and tart cherry juice daily. Week 4. Word finding improved noticeably. Month 2. Could recount yesterday's activities. Month 4. Memory testing improved 35%. Month 8. Sharper than he'd been in 5 years. Timeline for memory improvements. Reduced brain fog and better mental clarity. 2 to 3 weeks, improved word finding and recall. 4 to 6 weeks, measurable cognitive test improvements. 8 to 12 weeks, significant memory restoration. 4 to 6 months. Maximum brain regeneration. 12 to 18 months of consistency. Why this works. Your brain can regenerate. Neuroplasticity doesn't stop at 60. But you must stop poisoning your brain with the wrong fruits. Start feeding it the right brain protective compounds. Be consistent for months. Brain healing is slow but real. The difference between eating juice/dried fruit versus wild blueberries/avocado could be the difference between Alzheimer's and a sharp mind at 85. Critical mistakes to avoid. Thinking a little juice won't hurt. It will. Cumulatively buying conventional berries to save money. Pesticides destroy the benefits. Being inconsistent. Missing days restarts the process. Not combining with other brain-healthy habits. Sleep, exercise, stress management. Expecting instant results. Brain regeneration takes months. The science is clear. After 60. Your fruit choices directly determine whether you keep your memory or lose it. Wrong fruits. Brain inflammation, insulin resistance, neurotoxicity, dementia. Right fruits. Neurogenesis, neuroprotection, plaque dissolution, memory restoration. The urgent question: are you going to throw out the brain-destroying fruits today? Are you going to buy wild blueberries, avocados, pomegranates, blackberries, and tart cherry concentrate this week? Are you going to commit to this protocol for at least 6 months to give your brain a real chance to heal? Write your commitment now. I'm saving my memory starting today. I'm switching my fruits. If this information gave you hope that you can actually protect or restore your memory, hit the like button immediately. Subscribe for more brain protective strategies that actually work based on real neuroscience. Share this with every person over 60 you know, especially anyone showing memory problems or worried about dementia. You might literally save their mind. This is Dr. Franco Esposito. Memory loss after 60 is not inevitable. It's largely preventable and often reversible with the right nutrition. Your brain is waiting for the right fuel. Make the switch today. Your memory, your independence, your very self depends on it.